So maybe you've been thinking about buying some Ring home security gear, a video doorbell, an indoor camera, an outdoor camera, maybe even an alarm system. I mean, Ring does have one of the largest libraries of home security products out there, and certainly the name recognition as well. But what you might not know is that in order to get all the features and the protection that Ring offers, you're gonna have to pay a monthly fee. Now, that fee could be as little as $5 a month, or it could be as much as $120 per month, depending on the plan that you choose and any of the add-ons for the Ring Home subscription. But that's a whole nother video. If you're like, hey, I already have way too many recurring subscriptions, I don't need another one for home security, well, this video is for you. I'm gonna show you exactly what Ring is capable of and the Ring devices without a subscription to Ring Home. What works, what doesn't work, as well as some considerations to keep in mind when getting into the world of self-monitored home security. But more on that in a bit. My name's Corey from Security.org. Let's get into it. Let's begin with the Ring cameras, which I'd say is the most common entry point for users into the Ring ecosystem. Even more specifically, Ring video doorbells, which have been out for like a decade now. They're such popular devices. The features that become unlocked, let's say, when you subscribe to a Ring Home plan can vary by device. So for example, the budget Ring video doorbell is not going to have all of the exact features of the most premium video doorbell. But generally, what's available without a subscription, those features are more or less the same. And those include live streaming,
two-way audio,
basic notifications, and device control. So now I'll demonstrate what all that means in the real world actually. What is it actually like to use this Ring app without a subscription? What works, what doesn't? Let's jump into it with the Indoor Cam 2nd Gen. So right here, I'll just click Indoor Cam 2nd Gen on my dashboard. It loads up and here is the live view. I can zoom in here. There's my dog hanging out on the couch. Let's see if she reacts to the two-way talk. So I'll hit this little microphone here. Pop up, pop up. No, she's not too interested in the camera talking to her. So let's see what else we got. So we got the live view, we got the two-way talk. You can zoom in as I demonstrated, but let's look at what the other controls here on the bottom. You can hit the controls and you can hit a siren here. That'll probably get the dog's attention. Activate siren. And it did. She did not like the siren going off. So you can tap replies, which is basically a Ring generated message that'll play on the camera's speaker. For example, let's look at messages for cameras. Please leave the property immediately. You're being recorded. That would be a good message for an intruder.
Please leave the property immediately. You are being monitored.
Okay, great. So let's tap more here in the bottom right-hand corner. And you see here's the first example of a locked feature, something that's not available to us without a subscription to Ring Home. And this is the picture-in-picture feature. Tapping out of that, we're back at the live stream screen. But let's hit End Live View because I want to show you this. Look at, we have no video history. On this timeline here, this is where you would generally be able to see your recorded events. But because we're not subscribed to the Ring Home plan any level, we do not get that video history. So that is a big, really limitation of not having a Ring plan. But let's tap into event history here. And you'll see that for the Ring Indoor Cam Gen 2, I actually get a history of various basic events, like when I performed a live view, when I answered motion, when motion was detected. But there's actually no recorded event here. If I tap that event, it'll just prompt me to this screen for Ring video recording, where it tells me that Ring Home Basic is required for 180 days of video playback. So, limitation. Nice that I can see the notifications that things happened at a given time, but I actually am not able to see the event itself. back into the camera settings, let's check out the mode settings here. And what's kind of cool here is you are able to use the disarm, home, away modes in conjunction with the Ring alarm system to control sort of how your cameras behave. And that's even without a subscription, so pretty cool on that. Back to the settings menu, let's take a look at motion settings, because this is where some of those limitations are going to pop up as well. You'll see that we are able to make those custom camera motion zones, which is nice. We can adjust the motion sensitivity of the camera, but you'll note here that with the smart alerts, they are not available to you without a subscription to Ring Home. And that's a bummer because you're not going to be able to tell when it's a person, a pet, a package, for example, with video doorbells, or vehicles. You just get general notifications that there was motion detected. And I'd say that smart alerts are actually one of the more important features of a home security camera, because when you get alerts, you want to be able to filter for maybe I don't want to know whenever there's motion, just general motion, but I do want to know when a person is within view or a package is within view. That's what's important to me, and that is the power of having those smart alerts. Moving back into the motion settings, the last one here is motion schedules, and you are actually able to create a motion schedule, so that's nice. All right, and finally, let's take a look at device settings. So clicking into that, you have various options. Let's go into the video settings. Here's another example of where features are paywalled. You have the recording mode, you're not able to change that here. The feature is locked. You do get the color night vision, the live view, as we said. Smart video search is paywalled. And then recording length, because recordings are paywalled, they require a subscription. We cannot make any adjustments to that, of course. Okay, so let's shift to the Ring Alarm Pro, which is Ring's home security system. And actually, without a subscription, the functionality of this system and its devices is pretty good. You can arm and disarm your system from the app, from the keypad, from the online dashboard. You'll get notifications whenever a device is triggered. For example, if a door or window is opened, if motion is detected. You can activate a siren. You can adjust device settings. You can even customize arming modes. So let's get into it in the app, see what it looks like. Here we are again on the main page, the main dashboard of the Ring app. And we'll take a look at the very top here where we have the different arming modes. I'm disarmed right now, but we also have home, away. So this is how it pertains to the Ring Alarm Pro. So we're gonna just hit arm home.
Exit delay started.
And you see I have an exit delay. The home is being armed. 24-second countdown. I can do that straight from the app. You can hit away.
Exit delay started.
And my system is preparing to arm. Let's hit disarm.
Disarmed.
You see in the top right corner, that's the exclamation mark. And this is where I can sound the siren. It's really loud. Let's just do it for a moment. Yeah, it's really loud. Maybe you could hear the siren all the way in the other room. I have the keypad here next to me as well. That went off as well. It's really loud. But what else? You see here that you get a little bit of an update, like a scroll update at the very top here. It says disarmed, and then alternates to Ring motion detector, detected motion. Let's take a look at the event history. So here I filtered for events that pertain specifically to the home security system, the Ring Alarm Pro. And you'll see here we have a number of different things that happened. You can see that the siren was sounded by Security.org, disarmed from app, motion detected, so on and so forth. So you're getting a pretty robust event history for the home security system right within the app without paying for a subscription. But let's dig into the settings that are specific to the Ring Alarm Pro. Here are the various alarm devices that make up the system that I have. So the Ring Alarm Pro base station, a keypad, a range extender, and then two sensors. I have a Ring contact sensor and a Ring motion detector. If I click into the Ring Alarm Pro base station, you'll see immediately that I don't have any cellular strength because I don't have a cellular backup active because I am self-monitoring this system. Taking a look at the other devices, the Ring motion detector, for example, you can go into the motion settings, you can adjust the sensitivity as needed. So you do get a pretty good amount of control for each device. We can see the major limitation for the system by clicking that flyout menu in the upper left-hand corner and then going to the general settings here. You'll see that the monitoring is self-monitoring. And as we dig deeper, you see the two monitoring types, professional monitoring and self-monitoring. When I try to select that professional monitoring option, it prompts me to go to sign up for it on Ring's website. But you'll see here, just in this brief description under self-monitoring, this is the trade-off. No professional monitoring service, no dispatch in case of emergency, no SOS support, no duress code support. These are really the limitations that you have when you go for that self-monitoring, no-fee option with a home security system. Now, in case you're not familiar with professional and self-monitoring with home security systems, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it right now because it is an important consideration. Self-monitoring is 100% local, meaning that any alarm that's triggered is only going to alert you, and you're going to be the one that has to take action on that alarm. And that's why professional monitoring is so vital. Basically, it's a team of monitoring professionals that are around 24/7, ready to take action on any alarm event that happens in your home. So if a sensor is triggered, causes an alarm, those pros can dispatch emergency services if they're not able to get a hold of you. Obviously, that's an oversimplified explanation of what 24/7 professional monitoring is, and the functionality features, they're going to vary based on the home security brand that you go with. But in general, I think you can understand that it is an important feature, something that you'll want to consider. And what's nice with Ring, as with many other home security systems out there, is that the professional monitoring is no contract. So you can go month to month. Maybe you just want to try out professional monitoring for a month, see if that extra peace of mind, if those extra features, if that protection was worth it to you. You can keep on going, or you can cancel it, go unmonitored. Okay, that is what the Ring experience is like without any subscriptions, unmonitored. Really, if you're okay with the limitations, if you're aware of the limitations, it's not so bad. You still get a good amount of functionality with the devices, minus that professional monitoring with the system, minus the recorded events with the cameras. That being said, there's still a strong argument for subscribing to Ring Home at some level, at least. I mean, Ring consistently rolls out new features and firmware updates for their devices, and really, if you're gonna make that investment into the Ring ecosystem, don't you want to utilize that full feature set? I don't know. As always, the decision comes down to your personal preference, what's going to work best for you. That's all for today's video. If you're interested in learning about other unmonitored home security systems like SimpliSafe, Arlo, be sure to check out our page on Security.org. I'll link that in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.